So the game should be starting in just a few seconds.
Alright. Time has started once our play is up. Keep going.
And here we go. Alright, so once again, both runners starting out with the tutorial. Armageddon time jumping over the protein shake in order to skip the shape up scene, which takes about 2 or 3 seconds. So you're able to save a couple seconds there by avoiding that. It's completely unnecessary to grab in the tutorial.
Well,
This game probably has the briefest tutorial I've ever seen in any game.
it is pretty short. Be interesting to see what sort of strats Armageddon time has here. We know where we'll see some issues from Ryan. Hopefully, that previous race he'll have picked up a few things.
Armageddon time can race. He's been practicing this game.
Get the invincibility there. It looked like he had gotten knocked around a little bit, but he recovered and thing through one here. The thing I've not seen in this tournament is I don't think I've seen anyone go for the log jumps. Stage 1.
Yes, that's the extra fast way. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. There's
That's
a
the
strategy
world record
we
strats.
haven't seen. Yeah, where at the top stage 1 here, instead of going to the left and climbing the ladder, if you're near the top of the screen and you time it right, you can jump across 2 logs straight up to the telephone, kind of cut diagonally up there and save a couple seconds.
Now, is that RNG based as well, or is it?
I think that's RNG. I think it's just a tight time window. Make that
It's not
jump.
RNG. That might be something that I would consider practicing to get ready for the playoffs. Now,
Yeah,
you
I've
will
not
be.
practiced it myself. It's RNG.
Link, I believe that you and I are a lot to play each other in the playoffs, round 1.
Did you win your group?
I am currently 2-0. I race Dig Shake later tonight. I have defeated both JSR and Buzz.
Okay.
So, given that, if Dig Shake goes 3-0, that would be the only scenario where I wouldn't be facing you. Or if Dig Shake goes 2-1 and defeats me.
And you do a 3-way tie like we did in our group.
I don't know if we'd have to do that. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I watched that this morning actually. Your 3-way race. Well, it wasn't restreamed, so I had to open up all 3.
There was no restream. We kind of did a burn through the group races for our group, and we did sort of a trade-off between restreamers and commentators within the group, which was kind of fun actually. But then at the end of it, Larry had disappeared after his 3rd loss, and we decided the rest of us were there already. Let's just do our play-in race.
After his 3rd forfeit, isn't that correct?
Yes, I believe that is true. 3 were forfeits.
I think that Larry was not able to get past the big bad cloud. That was his problem, wasn't it?
That was one of them. Yeah. He also rage quit in stage 1 in one of the races.
In stage 1?
Yeah, he had gotten a little heavy, and then had gotten, trying to jump across the waterfalls. If you're not ahead of the time, he had gotten hit by one of the hippos that falls, and decided he had had enough.
Well, at that time he had already raced twice and forfeited anyway, I believe.
Yeah.
So he just decided to not prolong the inevitable.
Looks like
Let's see how
Armageddon Time is on this helicopter cruising his way through stage 3, so
he loses his helicopter
yeah.
hat.
As I say that, he gets blocked. The commentator's curse there.
Gonna have to float up to the top now.
He's
Or
high
jump
enough
up
on
to
the
the top, I should
stage.
say.
I mean, this is costing him time, but probably not enough where Ryan is going to catch up right.
All right, Armageddon heading to the level 3 boss. Let's see how he does against the BBC.
Trying to play pretty safe here. Stay out on the edge. Stay away from the vast quantity of apples the boss throws around, and it is okay. So
Yeah, he was able to defeat him pretty safely.
move on to our second auto scroller, stage 4.
Ryan trying to jump up those clouds and avoid the enemy. That right there is why it's so important to defeat that guy when he's down low.
Yeah.
So he's not able to follow you around like that. He can be a pain if you don't defeat him quickly. Let's see if he's able to hold on to the propeller cap right here. As Armageddon starts level 4, the auto-scroller.
Ryin7 takes the bop here at the end of stage 3 also. I think that went a little better than his previous race. Took a
Let's see
couple
how Ryan
bops
does against the level
there.
3 boss. He seems to be in pretty good shape right at the moment. And he takes him out.
Does skate by.
Oh, but wait a minute. Does he? Yes, he does. Good. He was able to maintain the non-broken heart.
I think I'm a little confused by that one. Do you get a free bonus at the end of that level?
Depending on how much time you have left, as your time winds down, you also lose weight.
Oh, it's the
If you
time.
finish the level with more, if you finish the level with extra time, you lose more weight.
That saved me in one of my races last night. I ended up still losing the race, I think. I was thinking I had to redo the stage, and then suddenly I didn't.
You didn't restart or anything, did you?
No, I did not. Armageddon time is running down into the end of stage 4 here, so we'll see how his Macho Man Raven Savage does.
Oh, he got the clock and ran into the wall at the same time, and running into the wall does make you gain weight. So right now he's going to have to deal with the bird, the macho bird Raven Savage. Oh no, he's able to shape up. Never mind.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to have to end up doing kicks.
He's throwing quite a few shakes at the beginning of that fight, so it's a big issue.
So let's see how he does on this kill right here. He's not able to get the one cycle. So heading on to the second cycle here, he's continuing.
Yeah, it looks like he's making a mistake that it was really difficult for me to get over, and that is he's trying to jump at the birds to get a little extra height, but since you can't shoot while falling, it actually is counterproductive. You're better off staying on the ground and waiting out.
That's one of the more frustrating elements of the game, is not being able to shoot when you are descending. Let's see how Armageddon does in level 5 now. He does the safe strat.
And we've seen how this stage has gone for Ryan in the past, so
oh, he falls into the drink.
Yeah, so we're gonna be going with overweight strats here on Armageddon's side. So we'll see if he knows some recovery strats.
He seems to be doing okay so far.
He had a really funny. He kind of walked off the octopus arm unintentionally and happened to land on a fish flying through the air and was able to jump back up and recover.
He'd tell you he did that on purpose.
Yeah, yeah. Totally intentional. Ryan gets through our bird boss here.
Now here's the level that Ryan really struggled on in his previous race. Let's see if he's able to overcome his issues that he had previously. Armageddon heading on to the level 5 boss as Ryan is starting level 5. Let's see how Armageddon does against this guy.
I guess like from your comments earlier, maybe you'd say he's fighting himself. You got eye patch versus eye patch here.
Yes. Armageddon facing himself. That could be a pretty metaphorical approach.
Like he knew the spots to stand and makes quick work of the boss here.
So Armageddon heading on to the final level. Ryan falls into the water.
Yeah, he had been going with some slimmer strats and it had been working, and just didn't quite make it through the octopus section there. So
he never got the invincibility, and that kind of set him back right there. Armageddon handling the jumps really well.
The distance on the jumps.
Final jump, he handles it perfectly. Heading under the final boss. He's got a smile on his face. So go for the left hand first.
Here, so up a couple clocks. If he gets some good hits, this should be okay. Keeps mashing into the front. Right on time.
He's able to shape up, but he needs to get... Nope, he's good right now. If he defeats the boss without eating anything, he should be good. And Armageddon time does it. The time of 13 minutes and 34 seconds. He is able to defeat the final boss.
Armageddon time. Ryan does take out his competitor's doppelganger. Moves on to stage 6. This should be a pretty good PB for him. At least I presume.
Ryan claims that he's never had trouble with level 5 boss before until this game, so it's probably just a case where when you become obese, you're not really sure what you're supposed to be doing. And that was the main trouble that he had his previous race. He's making it through here, doing some very safe jumps, level 6. Let's see how he does against the boss. Right now, he has a full heart. Once again, he heads for the right hand first. Dodging the apples just fine. Heading on over to the left hand now. So he defeats the arms. Now he's heading towards the middle. And it looks like he just got hit, so he's going to have to collect a couple of shakes. He's the boss. Time is not an issue right now. He's got plenty of it. Looks like he's back in shape now. Slim enough. Slim enough for love. And still not quite. Just a couple more hits. And there you go. Ryin7 finishes with a time of 15 minutes and 50 seconds. So a very nice recovery. If only he had done that in the previous race, he would have won easily. Okay, do we know if any of these runners are going to come in and do a post-game interview?
I don't.
Well, we can wait a couple minutes and see exactly if they're going to come in here or not.
Like Armageddon will be joining us, presumably, if he can figure out how to work Discord.
And it looks like he is in the room. Armageddon time, welcome. Good race.
Hello. How is everybody?
We're doing just fine in here. How did you enjoy yourself during that race?
I had a little more fun, actually, because I did more commentating than last time, which means I did screw up a couple more extra times, but honestly, it's just more fun.
And Ryan has joined us as well. Ryan, welcome.
Hello.
Well, pretty good time there, Ryan. Only about 23 minutes faster than last time. How about that?
Slightly better. Slightly better.
If only you'd done that time the first time, you would have won easily against the Alan Heffley.
If I ever even played this game, I did it faster than that. So I had some serious issues that first game.
What happened?
It looked like the first game, Ryan, when you lost to the boss the first time, the level 5 boss, that is. And we decided to name the level 5 boss Armageddon's Doppelganger because they both have God badges.
I'm looking more and more like Captain Condom every day.
But Ryan, it looked like that once you lost to him the first time, you kind of didn't really know what to do as you were getting obese more often in level 5. Did it just kind of throw you off?
You go in the water and it fills you up completely, and I just could not find. I'd respawn and then I get knocked right back in the water, and then respawn and something else would hit me.
That's an unfortunate thing. It just seems to more hitting begets more hitting.
Yeah, stage 5 can snowball pretty hard.
Especially if you haven't tried the obese strats. If you haven't practiced being obese, it is very difficult to learn how to handle it.
That's
it's very. So once you get in the water, I mean, it's a big uphill climb.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing I got to say about my race was I'm quite happy with the level 6. Finally able to nail those slopes, because I kept falling in, And
That's something that we noticed, that you definitely were able to hit those jumps like a boss there, and took out the the final boss pretty easily.
yeah, I mean, considering I only really was able to play the game through about once since my last time, I think it was just a matter of just jumping into the cold water and seeing what happened, metaphorically speaking.
Yes, we all know that water's bad for penguins, apparently.
Yeah, it's just full of so much cholesterol.
Going for Nintendo logic, because water is always bad in Nintendo.
Yeah, freaking water levels, man.
Yeah, I enjoy level 6. I think it's actually the easiest level. But
Well,
Alan and Armageddon and Ryan in this group. Who is the fourth member in your division?
Rose City Saint.
yeah, RCS.
Oh yes. Now Armageddon, have you raced him yet? You have, haven't you?
Yes, I've raced everybody.
Okay, so Ryan, you still have to race RCS. Is that correct?
That'll be tonight at 11 Eastern.
Tonight at 11. Okay.
Good luck, man. He's really good competition.
Yeah.
But hey, you've had a warm up. You've had a couple warm ups.
Yeah, there you go.
So Armageddon, with your record at 2-1 and a victory over Ryin7, it looks like you have made your way to the winner's bracket in the cesspool. How do you feel about that?
Get out of here! Did somebody fudge the standings? I don't know, man.
It looks like it's
Thank
been
you.
fixed.
I appreciate that.
It looks like it has been fixed. We're really going to have to investigate Ryan and Alan. That's for sure.
But when you say fixed, maybe it was broken beforehand.
Well, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm quite happy the fact that I'm moving on to the winner's bracket. No humiliation pour moi.
So the way the tournament works is if, since Armageddon, you are moving to the winner's bracket, it looks like seeds 1 and 2 are already set. Because Ryan facing RCS, even if Ryan defeats Rose City Saint,
Yeah, I'll be 1 and 2.
Rose City Saint has the number 1 seed locked up.
Oh,
because Rose City Saint would, even with a loss, he would finish with 2-1, but that's also with a victory over Armageddon time.
Yes.
So the head-to-head matchup there puts RCS at the number 1 seed, and Armageddon has locked number 2 seed. And
look at your sports knowledge coming through.
That's where it's coming from. Yep, all that NBA and NFL watching over the years has really helped.
Mm-hmm.
At least I believe that it's goes head to head. I'm pretty sure that it does.
So what would the next round as we know it look like?
Armageddon, you would face since you're a 2 seed, you would face the number 1 seed in the. No, wait, are you guys assholes or dickheads?
Assholes.
You guys are the assholes. You would face the number 1 seed of the dickheads, and RCS will face the number 2 seed of the dickheads. And I'm not sure who those are going to be. It's probably going to be Nirm, or no, Nirm is in the non. Nirm is in the upper deck. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who's in that other division right now. I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Random and Resner and
Random Effect.
Random Effect.
Jackamus also. Is that correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
And who was the final? The other one. I'm not sure.
You?
I don't know. I wish I had it up on my screen, but I do not.
Well, either way, looking at the upper deck now, I am racing Dig Shake later tonight, and with that, if I'm able to defeat Dig Shake, I will have the number 1 seed. If I lose to Dig Shake, it will depend on how Dig Shake finishes against Buzz and the other guy in our division, JSR2 Gamers.
Mm-hmm. That's all really. That's like high quality competition right there.
We have a triple header tonight with Dig Shake facing all 3 of his opponents. That's once again, that's me, Buzz Thunder, and also JSR2 Gamers.
It's a triple digger.
We will be able to figure out the upper deck seedings exactly later tonight. But as far as Link's division goes.
Mm.
Link is the number 2 seed, and the number 1 seed in Link's division is Nier.
Nier.
So if I'm able to clinch the 1 seed by defeating Digshake tonight, then Link will be my opponent for the playoffs.
How do you feel about that?
Ooh.
Oh,
I
that'll
think
be
it'd be a great
that'll be a
race.
good matchup. We have a history of between Coach and Buzz and myself. We've done quite a few winners brackets and finals matches so far. So
I faced Link in the finals in roller games, and I also faced him in the semifinal in Panic Restaurant. And Link faced Buzz in the final in Wacky Races, isn't that correct?
yep.
So it should be a good
Yeah.
Season 4
Be fun.
playoff series.
The same people keep returning. Us assholes and dickheads. We got to take down those upper
Yeah,
deckers,
well,
man.
there are opportunities because JSR looks pretty strong. Nierm looks pretty strong. And those moved
Nierm
up from
was
the
looking pretty good last
cesspool
night.
from last season. So
Rose City could be making a strong showing.
He has been looking pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
And so have you, Armageddon. You've been quite impressive.
I improved by 4 seconds.
Is that right? Your time I thought you had 12 minutes in your last race.
No, well, according to SRL, I apparently improved by 4 seconds.
Okay, I must be thinking of someone else. I must have been thinking of RCS. Maybe he had the 12. Yeah,
I'm
I think he got
striving
down
for 12. I strive for 12.
I think RCS even got down to sub 11. Did he not?
Get
Or
out
he
of
was very
here.
close. He was very close to sub 11, at least. No. That was JSR2 Gamers and I both went sub 11 in our race. And
Sub 11. What?
I know, right?
Jeez.
yeah, my
Come on,
PB
guys, get outside and do something.
My PB in this game is 10:26, but I doubt I'll be able to replicate that because I had like perfect
Wow.
RNG during the run, and also I timed it completely by accident at the auto scrollers, beating them both with like 5 seconds left.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was completely by accident too. I wasn't paying attention, not collecting clocks.
Like, you would have to play those levels perfectly in order to be able to do that, because you have to also not get hit by anything and maintain your fitness.
Yeah,
Collect
the main
just enough
part
clocks.
Yeah, that was the main thing that decreased the time so much was not collecting the clocks. You're allowed 3 clocks you have to collect at least 3 clocks in level 2, and you have to collect at least 1 in level 4. And I collected 3 in level 2, and I think I collected 3 in level 4 as well. But with both times, I finished with very, very little time left, especially in level 2.
Now, you might not save that much time in the end, but if you collect all the clocks, you're really doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah, it's really not that big of a deal in a race. It's better to be safe than sorry. Considering, especially in level 4, if you don't get the 1 cycle kill on the Macho Bird Raven Savage, then you really have caused yourself a problem if you did not collect very many clocks.
Best I've been able to do is a 2 cycle.
The 2 cycle on the Macho Bird.
Yeah, but sometimes just the delay on your shots, I kind of forget about it until the last moment. It's like, oh, right, I got to shoot way before I want them to actually get hit.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and have to get off here and go eat dinner.
Yeah,
so,
and I got to go make dinner.
It looks like we have another race coming up in about an hour. I don't know if there will be a restream for that.
Yes, I'm not sure either. I won't be able to do it, unfortunately. But
I'm going to be making myself a delicious Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to be quite good.
And look at this generosity in chat as Buzz Thunder is giving Armageddon his sincere congratulations on his victory today.
Oh, I can't see it. Dang it. Well,
I got a question before we get off. Is there anybody else winless?
Angry Larry.
Angry Larry went.
In fact,
right.
Angry Larry has not even finished the game yet.
He's still playing.
Larry had 3 forfeits last night.
Okay, I was almost convinced I would be at the bottom of the totem pole, but
In fact, Larry has not gotten halfway through the game yet.
At least in a race.
In all
I
3 of his
presume he's
races,
finished.
in all 3 of his races, he quit after level 3, or right before the end of level 3.
You just remember, you got to jump over the items in the tutorial, otherwise it just doesn't count.
Yeah, that's an automatic reset there, isn't it?
Yep.
Or, that's an automatic DQ, right?
Yep.
yeah, on the second race against Arma, I did get the potion just because of the race before. I said I'm grabbing all the potions I can get my hands on.
Even the one in the tutorial, which does not matter.
Absolutely. If I could buy them, I would get them.
If you isn't it if you don't collect those things, you still end up the same whether you get them or not. Right?
That's right. That's right.
But this time it's like
I hope you all have a great evening and have fun with your other races, whenever they may be.
Happy Canadian Thanksgiving, everybody. It is Thanksgiving right now.
Well, what did you do to celebrate?
I am going to be making myself a really good turkey dinner. So, looking forward to that.
Sounds delicious.
All right. Talk to you later, everybody, and good luck in your races in the future.
Yeah, thanks,
Congratulations, Armageddon, and we will see you next time.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Coach and Link.
You're very welcome, Ryan. We'll see you. Good luck in your final race against, who did we say it was going to be?
Rose City.
Rose City.
It's going to be a tall order.
You can do it, man.
Again, Arma.
I the Tiger. Thank you.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.